this Greece travel video, we'll share how to travel Greece by train. So in this video, we'll be sharing our experience of travelling from Meteora to Athens, as well as providing plenty of Greece travel tips so that you can plan your next trip to Greece.
Hi, I'm Jay.
And I'm John.
And we're Bucket List Travellers.
And we're coming to you from Greece. The Greece Inner-City train network is run by Hellenic Trains, which is, funnily enough, part of a privately run Italian company called FSI. The main lines are Athens and Thessaloniki, Thessaloniki to Alexandropoli, Thessaloniki to Florina, Athens to Patra, and Athens to Kalambaka. It was previously possible to travel by train internationally to a number of countries, however many of these services ceased or remained patchy since the Greek financial crisis. The current domestic rail system is not as extensive as those in other European countries, and high-speed rail was only introduced in May 2022, with the White Arrow operating between Athens and Thessaloniki. We started our Greece train journey in the town of Kalambaka. Keep watching to find out more.
This morning we're taking a train from Kalambaka to Athens, Greece, and we're changing at Palaeofarsalos. Our tickets cost $61.80 in total, which we bought the day before at the ticket booth. So these trains in Greece were a bit more expensive than what we were used to in other parts of Europe. We've done train travel in Italy and train travel in France, and we've done videos on those two places if you want to check them out. We found those places were a lot less expensive, even booking a few days before. Now, I believe you can book train tickets in Greece on an app and you get a 10% discount on that. I'm not sure if there's any other discounts that you can get if you book even further in advance than what we did.
As at the time of editing this video, unfortunately the 10% app discount no longer applies. However, discounts are available for early bookings, with online discounts of up to 15% for purchases 60 days or more in advance. You'll also receive 20% discounts for return bookings, as well as age-related discounts.
Whilst Kalambaka station was a walkable distance to the centre of town, we found that other stations in regional towns were not centrally located and also not well connected with other modes of transport. Sadly, this was the main factor of us not stopping in any other towns along the way to Athens.
The first train was comfortable, albeit an older model, and there was no allocated seating. There was plenty of room for overhead luggage storage, and the seats were moderately comfortable but didn't have adjustable armrests. There were unisex toilet facilities on board, however we recommend you bring your own toilet paper. We just got off the train at Palaeofarsalos and now we're waiting for the train to Athens. So there wasn't too much time between connections. So on paper it was like a 6-minute stopover. So the train should be coming any moment now. And for the train to Athens we've got allocated seats. Seat numbers aren't right next to each other, so that'll be interesting. Fingers crossed they are actually together. On the train it was announced that this is the terminating station, and they also announced what platforms you need to get on for which connections. There are 2 connections. You can go either to Athens or
Larissa, is it?
Yeah, back to Larissa.
The second train looked much more modern. There was plenty of room for luggage in overhead compartments as well as in storage areas at either end of the carriage. We liked that there were power points on the walls next to our seats. There were also overhead lights, however they didn't work for us. The seats were comfortable and had adjustable trays as well as adjustable armrests and footrests.
On the train to Athens there is allocated seating. Now, we couldn't tell which car was ours. The carriages aren't marked. So your best bet is to ask the conductor where the right carriages are. In our instance, we were in the wrong carriage by 1. We needed to get to number 4. When we talked to the people who were in our seats, they were supposed to be in carriage 6, and then when we were getting help around us, the people on the other side, they realised they were in the wrong carriage as well, and they had to be in carriage 5. So it isn't just us. So there was a little bit of a relief. So it is very confusing all round, and something to be prepared for when you're on a train in Greece. The toilets looked clean and well maintained, and this time toilet paper was provided. There was also an accessible toilet facility as well. If you were feeling a bit hungry, there was also a cafe and dining carriage. The tables also had PowerPoints, which is handy if you want to do a spot of work as well while you eat. In the cafe you could choose from coffee, soft drinks, a range of snacks through to sandwiches, meal sets and even alcoholic beverages.
The train had private A-class cabins with 4 seats each, lockable doors, and they looked very comfortable. There were also B-class cabins with 2 rows of 3 seats. There also appeared to be a family room. Perfect for having some time out with young ones and with plenty of space as well.
It was helpful that station announcements on the train were made in both Greek and English. It helps to pay attention, especially as the station signage would typically be only in Greek.
We've arrived in Athens. It was reasonably punctual. It was probably around 20 minutes late, but it was a really enjoyable, comfortable ride.
Travelling Greece by train is a great and comfortable way to see the country. Have you experienced train travel in Greece? What did you think? Let us know in the comments. We hope you found our Greece train travel video helpful, and if you did, be sure to give it a like as it really helps our channel. If you want more helpful travel content like this and more bucket list travel inspiration, then make sure you subscribe. We are Bucket List Travellers. See you next time.